As competition between the world's two superpowers, the U.S. and China, intensifies across economic, strategic, and political fronts, opportunism may no longer be a viable strategy. Many countries are finding themselves in a similar situation, facing the need to take a clearer stance on whether to align with Washington or Beijing. South Africa, Mexico, and a potential future leader of Iran are already adjusting their China policies. NTD's Flora Hua has the story.
South Africa has approved a 75% tariff on Chinese structural steel imports, a key material used in buildings and infrastructure. The decision was made Wednesday and took effect the following day. Thailand was also hit with new tariffs, but at much lower rates than China. The government accuses the Asian powers, especially China, of dumping cheap products into the country and undermining its domestic industry. Notably, South Africa and China maintain close ties, with South Africa serving as a key partner in the Beijing-led BRICS group. Just last month, China granted South Africa zero tariff treatment. So the tariff hike on China was a surprising move. It comes amid tensions between South Africa and the U.S. On Monday, the U.S. Trade Representative opened a Section 301 investigation into 60 countries, including South Africa, over potential unfair trade practices. Stephen Grusz, a geopolitical expert at a South African think tank, warns exports like motor, wine, and agricultural products still rely heavily on the U.S. market. For Mexico, imposing tariffs on China isn't new, and it could do it again. According to Mexican media reports, a senior official said the country is considering reviewing Chinese investments. The official added that the move follows U.S. accusations that Mexico is transshipping cheap Chinese goods. However, the U.S. also backed Mexico's recent tariff hikes on China. Mexico imposed tariffs of up to 35% on Chinese goods, which took effect at the beginning of the year. Beijing's spokesperson responded on Friday, urging Mexico not to move forward. Next, former Iranian Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi is signaling he would downplay Iran's ties with Russia and China if he takes office. Pahlavi has been positioning himself as a leader to spearhead a transitional administration if the Islamic regime falls. He published a 3-month governance plan calling for Tehran to move away from dependence on Beijing and Moscow toward a more balanced partnership. He added that all agreements with the two countries should be reviewed and that Chinese investment should be limited. His chief of staff said Thursday that a future free and democratic Iran would not seek conflict with China, but would instead build ties with all nations in the interest of the Iranian people. The remarks suggest a shift away from Beijing. Flora Hua, NTD News.